Hi Aries, and welcome to your timeless relationship profile reading. This is the Dream Medium. Welcome to my channel. So in this reading, you will be getting 3 spreads about what's happening in your connection between you and your love interest. So you'll be getting a past, present, and future reading, okay? So let me just go ahead and shuffle the cards. What happens in the past between Aries and their love interest? What is happening presently between Aries and their love interest? What will happen in the past between Aries? What will happen in the future between Aries and their love interest? I'm sorry, guys. Past, present, and future reading for Aries and their love interest. Okay, so the top 3 cards represents what happens in the past. Bottom 3 cards represents what's happening presently, and over here to the side is your future spread, which we'll talk about once we're done with your past and your present, okay? So starting with your past spread, you do have the King of Cups, the Emperor, and the 3 of Wands. Clarify the King of Cups. You have the 9 of Wands. Clarify the King of Cups. I'm hearing something about a decision making. Let's see. Okay, I see what's going on here. So it seems like in the past you were dealing with someone who was very indecisive about what they wanted or who they wanted to be with. You're dealing with a king. So I do feel like this is someone who gets attention from other people. They definitely have potential suitors, and that could be why they were having a hard time choosing who to give their offer to. In clarity of the King of Cups, you have the 9 of Wands. So the problem here is that they took too long to make a decision about you, because after they decided to come towards you, after they made up their mind that you were the one that they wanted, it's almost like it was too late, huh? Because with the 9 of Wands here, I'm seeing that as they tried to pursue you, you kind of rejected them and you made it hard for them to really come into your life. And I don't blame you, especially if they were taking forever and they were not prioritizing this connection. And especially if they were dealing with other people, I don't blame you for rejecting them, when they tried to come to you, because it's like, what took you so long? If this was really something that you wanted, you would have made a decision quicker. So it's like they may have been a little too late, okay? In clarity of the King of Cups, you also have the 4 of Pentacles. So you became the chase for them, okay? It's like the more you rejected them, the more they were chasing you, the more they were trying to get your attention, the more they were trying to impress you. With the 4 of Pentacles, they were trying very hard for you to take them seriously. They definitely wanted you to see that they had the qualities to be a good partner. This is pretty much them making up for what they did to you in the past, especially the fact that they were definitely dealing with other people. So this is them pretty much trying to, make themselves look good after disappointing you. Now, let's focus on this Emperor, because the fact that they're carrying this Emperor energy, it's like when you wanted them, they were not very serious about this. And then the second you rejected them, they're suddenly chasing you, trying to get you to accept their offer. With the Emperor energy, you have the 2 of Wands, clarifying that. So, okay. I'm seeing, Aries, that it's it's almost like the more passionate this person became for you, the more indecisive you became towards them. So it's like I guess the tables turned. I guess they became the chaser, you became the runner. But I just see this switch in roles, the switch in energies, where with the emperor, when the emperor wants something, he will get it. He will sit down, he will strategize, he will plan how to get what it is that he wants. So the second he became focused on you, Aries, is the second that perhaps you thought to yourself, maybe this is not the person that I want to be with. Maybe they're just a little too late. And so the Eight of Wands is pretty much confirming that you slowly started to detach from them. So you had an emperor here who really wanted you. I mean, this person was super duper focused on you, while you were slowly detaching from them and trying to figure out if this is who you really wanted. Clarify the Three of Wands. So with the Three of Wands, you made up your mind and you chose to focus on something else. You definitely had your guards up with this Three of Wands, not necessarily wanting to deal with them. In clarity of the Three of Wands, you do have the Knight of Swords. So it's like the more you try to push them away, the more passionate, aggressively passionate they became towards you. Because the Knight of Swords is them fearing you leaving them and not wanting you to give your attention to someone else. You even have the Eight of Pentacles. So I do see this person investing a lot of their time, their efforts, trying to work towards this connection, trying to get you to not walk away from them. I also feel like they were doing some behind the scenes activities, maybe trying to get friends and family involved, people to convince you or influence you to give them a chance. So let's look at the present. What's happening currently between you and them? You do have the Six of Swords, Ace of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. Clarify the Six of Swords. You have the Page of Swords. So currently, this person is really struggling. They're struggling because they're wanting a reunion. They're wanting the two of you to continue this connection. And with the Page of Swords, I'm hearing that they're feeling very unwanted by you. They're feeling so unwanted and they're having a hard time moving forward because they're still investing a lot of their time into what you are doing in your life. So like I said, this is someone who is definitely keeping tabs on you. They're checking up on you, most likely through social media. But I feel like the majority of you, they're trying to get friends and family to convince you to give them a second chance. They're not moving on at all. Clarify the Ace of Wands. You have the Hermit. Clarify the Ace of Wands. What's going on here with the Ace of Wands? King of Swords. So with the Ace of Wands, I do feel like this person is losing patience. They're losing patience because they're hurting. This is someone, like I said, they've been working very hard to get you to accept them back. And the fact that you're resisting them is making them more, it's like there's some aggression here. And I feel like the aggression is from them feeling frustrated that you just won't take them back. In clarity of the Ace of Wands, you have the Hermit. So currently they are isolating themselves, but they're still checking on you. They're still keeping tabs on you. They're just not making that obvious. They're isolating themselves. They're doing much more thinking than they are acting. You even have the King of Swords. I'm telling you, this person is getting very frustrated with you because they want you so badly, but you're not allowing them in. So let's look at the Seven of Swords. Clarify the Seven of Swords. I feel like this is your energy. Oh, this is definitely your energy. Wow, 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 wow. So with the Seven of Swords, I feel like Aries, you guys are living your best life because you're trying to escape this. You're wanting to run away from this with the Seven of Swords. I do feel like you're kind of running away from your problems though, Aries. I do. Sorry about that, Aries. For some reason, the video or my camera stopped recording, and so I was talking to myself for about 2 minutes. But thankfully, I caught it and I noticed that it wasn't on. But really, what I was saying about the Seven of Swords is I kind of feel like you're running away from your problems, Aries. Um, I understand that, you know, if you do have fears of this person hurting you again, which is why you are sort of running away from them, indirectly at least. That's not really going to give you a permanent solution because you can't run away from your problems forever. Um, and the fact that you are unwilling to confront them pretty much says that maybe you do still have strong feelings for them. I did pull out some cards that clarify the Seven of Swords, and the Nine of Cups came out. So there's some indulgence going on here with the Nine of Cups, simply because I feel as if you are doing things to get your mind off of this person, off of your love interest, as in you could be interacting with other potential suitors. Um, you could be interacting with other potential suitors. You could be, just doing things out of your character, doing things that you typically don't do just to get your mind off them, just to help you move forward. And your approach, the way that you're going about the situation, may not benefit you in the end. Um, you also have the Wheel of Fortune here. So the Wheel of Fortune is really saying that some of you guys may have even been so focused on moving on from them that perhaps you got yourself involved with someone else, and now you're torn between the two of them. You're torn between starting a new beginning with this other person or working on this past connection with them. I'm also seeing here in the Wheel of Fortune that this is something that is really bound to happen no matter how far you run away from them. There is really, this was all orchestrated. There's a reason as to why you and this person are meeting once again. And it's because the two of you really do have unfinished business. So the Wheel of Fortune is saying this is not something that you can really run away from. This is not something that you can avoid forever, Aries. Um, so let's see what's going to happen in the future. The Justice, Two of Swords, and the Page of Wands. Clarify the Justice. Clarify the Justice. Page of Pentacles. Clarify the Two of Swords. Death. Clarify the Page of Wands. Ten of Swords. So, starting with the Justice is all about restoring balance. It's all about getting fairness in a situation that most likely ended unfairly. In clarity of the Justice card, you have the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Wow. It's like the cards are just confirming what I just said about your present spread, where a lot of you guys are so focused on trying to force yourself to move forward that you may have gotten yourself, or you may have created a third party situation where you are trying so hard to move on. You met someone new, got involved with someone else, and now you're torn between the two of them. Because in clarity of the Justice, I'm intuitively seeing two offers, and these are from two different people. You have one person here who's carrying this king energy with the King of Pentacles. I do feel like this is your love interest, and then the Page of Pentacles is this new person. And it's going to be a tough decision, Aries, because they're both going to offer you a pentacle. At least if one of them were to offer you a cup, I would say go with the pentacle, because you can't really see what's inside of a cup when it's being offered to you. It could be an empty cup. It could be a cup filled with, broken promises, false hope. But pentacle is something serious when it's offered in a love reading, because it's an offer of a serious commitment. Wow. Next, you have the Two of Swords being clarified by the Ace of Swords. This is you being very indecisive in the future, being torn between the two. In clarity of the Two of Swords, you have the Ace of Swords. So I do see who you're going to be choosing. I won't say it though, because it's ultimately up to you. But whoever it is that you will choose them because of this Ace of Swords, because you will believe that this connection is worth fighting for. Regardless of the painful past and the history between the two of you, you will choose them because it's worth it to you. You also have the Death card. I'm not shocked that the Death card came out, because once you make your decision, you will have to end one connection and go towards the other. Next, you have the Page of Wands being clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. I actually want to, let me pull out another clarity. Clarify the Ten of Swords. Oh, the Chariot. So with the Page of Wands being clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, Pages represents a form of communication which will be blocked between you and the new person. And I do see the new person still holding on very tightly to this connection with this Nine of Pentacles. They will still be holding on to the potential between you and them. and they will still be fighting for you. You also have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is the ultimate betrayal. It's 10 swords to the back. This guy here isn't getting up at all. He's done. And so this is just the hurt. This is the chaos and the heartbreak that you're going to cause if you can't face this current person and solve whatever problems you have with them. You will not only hurt yourself, you will not only hurt them, but you will hurt a new person due to the third party that I see you creating. In clarity of the Page of Wands, you also have the Chariot. Or, I'm sorry, the Chariot was what I asked to clarify the Ten of Swords. So the Chariot is, I always say this is my action card. So in the end, I do see, I don't want to go too much in depth because I don't want you to make a decision based on what I say. Do what you say. I see who the majority of you guys are going to choose, but I just see a tragic ending for one person, and it's the person who you don't choose. And that could be avoided if you would just release the ego and the pride and not run away from who your heart truly wants. So Aries, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave what does not. If you would like a private reading, you are more than welcome to visit my website. The link is in the description box. Once you review my website, you will see the list of private tarot card readings that I offer of all prices. Also, please like, comment, and subscribe to support my channel. Thank you guys so much. I wish you the best, and you guys have a great day.